find it. Now just wait for the notification on my phone that the stream is activated, which takes a couple seconds. And there we are. We are now live. So, welcome back everyone. Sorry I've been away, but stuff happens. Been doing a lot of reputation marks with my crew. Oh, fleet, whatever it is. Okay, Dr. Angrybot is not working because I've been offline so long. We just link him in. I'm not even gonna bother with them because it's saying that my stuff isn't right, so I'm just gonna continue on. And this is Commander Ethan Burgess saying our alliance is going to need more help if we want to succeed against the Vaadwaur. We'll need to make pacts with other species in the quadrant. Not everyone's going to do this our way. That's where the big E comes in. Go out there and show them the value of cooperation. Okay. Mission journal. Take care of enemies. Primary and share. Okay, let's head to the Takara system first. Start the patrol mission. And long loading screen. Come on, you can do it. There we go. Admiral, we are picking up emergency comm chatter and have detected damage to the mainline outpost in the system. Your orders? Hail the outpost. Hello, are you from the Alpha Quadrant? Years ago, Captain Janeway taught us... Whoa. Years ago, Captain Janeway of the Voyager taught our founder, about clean energy. We've been trying to put her suggestions into practice, but we have a problem. What's the problem? Waste disposal is a very lucrative business, and the corporations have a lot of power in the mainland society. We've managed to gain some traction with the public, but our competitors are trying to stop us from further developing our technology. They are driving us off the home world. We're going to keep trying. We have a small refinery station nearby, but waste disposal corporations have resorted to raids to shut us down, and you need help. Hello, German Reaper. We need it in the worst way. Please help us. We've invested our lives and livelihood in this technology, and we want a better future for our people. We'll help. Okay, deploy Scorpion fighters. Make repairs to the defense turrets. Malon, disposal Union forces and sabotage our substations. We need you to stop the sabotage teams and repair what you can. If we lose those substations, our experiment here is finished. Okay. Guess it's time to kick ass and take names. Yes, German Reaper, the game is very fun. Okay, now we gotta get close to the substation without getting into damage area.
Right shield's failing.
I watch you play, but I always wonder if it's fun. Yeah, it's very fun. Some missions are challenging, but that's what I like. Yep, I just had to get into position. Roger. Ooh, lockbox. 2 lockboxes. Wow. Taking radiation damage. Okay, on to substation 3. Damn, Wes, you are melting shit. Yeah, it does happen. You like s'mores. I love having the help. Especially when we get on the tough missions. Thank you for helping us. We'll always consider you a friend. Good luck. Sir, we are receiving a message. It's from a hostile Malon ship out of weapons range. On screen. The success of this madness means the end of employment for an entire class of workers. This is not your fight. Go away. Sir. They cut transmission, Captain. I hadn't considered the cost of helping one group might be for another. Ultimately, cleaner energy will help the Malon, but there will be a price for their society, at least for a time. We're ready to depart on your orders. Leave the system. Here's rewards, Delta Alliance, there we go. Next one, the Ken Bar system. Well, I almost said K-Bor. And slipstream time. Oh, we're so close anyways. The waste. Admiral, we are being hailed by a hierarchy ship in the system. On screen. Greetings, Big E. We noticed your broadcast for aid. What do you need? I am subcontractor Phelan. By replying to this message, you have agreed to enter negotiations for temporary employment. I am at this point obligated to tell you that all further communications will be recorded. A recent purchase order of mine failed to cross skew. I need help guarding these medical convoys as they are routed here for a new contract. I can trade certain components aboard my ship for your services. Will you agree to enter this? Will you enter this agreement? Yeah, I will. Your ship is made. Your ship will make for excellent security. Quite simply, really, just escort my freighters in small groups to this location. Your responsibility will prevent any hostile ships from seizing these supplies or ships, transporting them. Do you agree? Medical supplies, you say? I'll escort them to safety. Thank you. First convoy will arrive any moment now. Please meet them and provide security. Provide escort. Well, whatever. Damn. Can't even talk today. Okay. Yeah, it is morning. Hop out fighters and let's go to work. Yeah, those medical supplies are ours. The hierarchy took our credits and refused to deliver the goods because of some trifling contract violation. That contract was more than 6,000 pages long. How's I supposed to remember every word? Give me those supplies now or I'll cut them out of your freighters. Over my dead body. Alright, enemies, time to come out and play. Oh, ran through mines, that's what it was. I just realized I had all power to engine instead of weapons. Wish I had your help, Wes, when I was setting up turrets for a Compton convoy. I would have gotten all of it done. Excellent work. Yeah, fleet backup. Excellent work. We've received all 3 shipments of medical supplies thanks to the efforts of you and your crew. I am sad to see this very profitable partnership end. Hopefully we can do business together again soon. That was beneficial for both of us. We should definitely cooperate more in the future if endeavors continue to turn out this well. We're done here, sir. Are you ready to set a course to our next destination? Yes, I am. Not patrol. Oh, God. I want to start that mission all over again. Okay. Park and Santa system. Oh, I got contact Sub Commander Sayhan as well. Not all Vodwar are loyal to Gaul. We are trying to recruit the rebels to our side, but looks like there are some who just want to get out of combat zone. A group of Vodwar have offered to exchange valuable information for amnesty and resettlement. I'd like you to finish the negotiations. They'll meet you at the coordinates in the Gaharan system. Very well. Captain, an active Vodwar beacon is near our current location. According to my readings, its location in the nebula will make it difficult to detect by most other ships. Scanning it may be useful. We may be able to intercept their transmissions or discover intelligence on their next actions. Your orders, we should be careful as well. We have no idea what is within the nebula once we enter it. Plot a course for the beacon and go to yellow alert. And pop out fighters. I know what happens next. Corresponds to opening a shot, he confuses my target sensors. Hail the ship. Our other clans agreed to ceasefire. I did not. I have not yet had the chance to hunt Vodwar. They are rare creatures, striking quickly and disappearing in an instant. Stalking them is an unsatisfying hunt. Now I seek other prey. The greatest hunters pursue most dangerous and elusive prey. What's the sport? And an easy kill. You speak as if you understand our ways, newcomer. Very well, I'll work with you for now. Use the beacons nearby to lure Vodwar out of hiding. We can conceal ourselves in the nebula. Our ships will not be noticed until we open fire. When the prey appears, we will strike them down. They are challenging, as you say. Today will be a good day. But if they grow tiresome, perhaps I shall hunt you instead. You won't find me to be easy prey. Big E will activate the beacon. Vadar coming, we shall... ... And fleet leaves. They are traveling in a pack, smart, and I enjoy hunting crafty prey. We will have to use a different beacon for each attack to keep them from guessing our position. We can upload a trap program in the next beacon. It will spring when Vadwar activate their warp engines. Trap will disable some of the ships, but not all. Then we will strike. Upload the virus. We will activate the next beacon. S'mores for everyone. I don't like s'mores. I like campfires. We shall send them to Grethor. An excellent hunt. The Vadwar are challenging for any hunter. If my entire clan join in the pursuit, we will have a hunt of legend. I will inform the others. Vadwar are our prey. We will avoid your ships for the moment. Do not assume this truce will last forever. Hunting you will be a singular challenge, Admiral. Don't hunt prey you can't kill, Danon. Admiral, the Hirogen are searching for the Vodwar wreckage for trophies, and I'm not detecting any more ships. I recommend we leave the area before Hirogen try to evolve us in another one of their hunts. We can take them. All I have to do is put out a blast and make them think twice. Next one is the Wati system. And we'll go to the Garen system. Captain, a ship in the system is requesting assistance. Let's hear what they have to say. Admiral, we're having some computer problems. We could use your assistance. Oh god, this one. What's the problem? Our computer systems have suffered a massive failure. We need to reboot and start them. And how do you see the Big E helping out? We would appreciate it if your computers could hold our files while we do a system restart. Nothing too dangerous, just ship logs, astrometric maps, databanks, that sort of thing. If we don't have a backup, we'll risk losing it all. That sounds possible. Seems like a reasonable request, sir. We'll take standard precautions when receiving foreign data. Transfer. Captain, I'm not sure how they did it, but the Teray accessed our secure data stores when we took their database. They specifically targeted command codes for our ships and our fleet. Command codes, hail them. Thank you for the command codes to your fleet. When my science officer told me he had created an undetectable virus that could retrieve the data, I admit I was skeptical. Now if you don't mind, my crew and I need to get these to our homeworld. Don't bother trying to pursue us, Admiral. You will never find your way through underspace. Wanna bet? Stabilize the portal. And enter underspace. Captain, we are no longer in the Wantati system. Where are we? Rough numbers suggest we are about 4 light years from where we started. Should we start back on a course to the Wanti system? We need to track down those Teray. Start left. Yes, it's this mission. They wanted it like that, to be a choppy. Ooh, found him on the first try. I gotta find them first. There they are. Those idiots tore down my rear shield. Yep. I was hoping it didn't have to come to this. Oh, you're dead already. We were fools. Okay. Quit activating. We were fools to think you would let us off so easily. I can see from our data that your own engineers were thoroughly scrubbing our files of all command codes we stole from you. Please accept our apologies and let us go. We will inform Monterey of your reputation and prowess. Let this be a lesson to you, Captain. Let them live. Even though I normally kill them. Thank you, Admiral. We'll let our people know how benevolent you can be. Sir, we've recovered our capacitors and we can leave the system now. Astrometrics has finally been able to determine we were sent through the subspace corridor. We can leave the system now. And of course, back to the Wantanti system. And now go to the Garen system. Although why it's not lit up, I have no idea. Yeah, Garan. Start the patrol mission. At least we're able to do it. I have an incoming transmission from Sub-Commander Sehen. I wonder what she's up to this time. On screen. Admiral, thank you for meeting me here. We have a situation that requires your input. I am sending coordinates to your con officer. We'll meet you there. I have the coordinates, sir. I'm also detecting multiple Vodwar ships. Scans show these are vessels that all have fought with Commander Eldax in the rebellion. Their weaponry is offline and are holding position. Take us in. Launch fighters. Sub-Commander Sehen is hailing us, sir, on screen. We have an interesting situation on our hands, Admiral. Some of the Vodwar supporting Eldex's rebellion has a proposal for us. What do they want? Admiral, my people cannot continue to fight their own kind, but are unwilling to return to Gaul and his corruption. The Vodwar are nearly extinct. Our leaders have driven us down a path to ruin, and other races squabble over our remains. I request amnesty. There's nothing left for us in the Delta Quadrant. Amnesty? My people and I want to leave the Delta Quadrant and go somewhere where the ghosts of our past cannot haunt us. I know we are asking a great deal, so we have brought a token of goodwill to you and Alliance. We will happily give it to you in exchange for safe passage and protection from this war. A token? We have a map of underspace tunnels, yours in exchange for amnesty. We'll think it over and make our decision. Interesting offer, isn't it? On one hand, the Vaadwaur are loyal to Eldex and his civil war is giving us time we need to strengthen our alliance and weaken Gaul's forces. On the other hand, their goodwill offering could be very useful. Sub-Commander Sehan, I'm surprised you're even considering bothering to ask me before accepting their offer. Your reputation precedes you, Admiral. They want you to personally guarantee their safety. It is a calculated risk. While I don't deny this would be a coup for the intelligence, it might unravel some of the work we have done to divide the Vaadwaur. But if the Vaadwaur are already spinning out of control, it might not be a good thing to get Vaad. Wow. Guess I need more coffee. But if the Vaadwaur are already spinning out of control, it might not be a bad thing to get whatever we can before Gaul crushes Eldex and his supporters. I will not let Eldex find out, though. You've seen how he deals with betrayal. Thank you, Sub-Commander. Sir, I hate to cut this debate short, but I'm picking up multiple enemy Vaadwaur on sensors. Red alert, shields up, battle stations. That was bracing, but I think it underscores how important it is to make a decision. So what will be, Admiral? I'm afraid I can't help you. Your support is too vital to Commander Eldex and your people. That is very disappointing. We had hoped a map of airspace tunnels might be enough to convince you. Think of all the good you can do if you stay. It's your duty to help free your people from Gaul. Might not be too happy with us now, but it sounds like Commander Eldex needs all the help he can get. Your orders? Depart system. We're almost there, Admiral. The end of Vaadwaur is approaching. I'll take the impulse engines. Takedown.
The time has come to end the Vaadwaur threat to the Delta Quadrant. Our allies are assembling at the Janolan Dyson Sphere to plan our assault on the Vaadwaur homeworld. You will serve as the battle commander for the assault. Admiral Tuvok is waiting for you at the Janolan Dyson Sphere. He will brief you and our allies on our strategy. Good hunting.
Thank you. Dyson sphere, correct. I'll take this second to clean out my inventory. Yes, begin takedown. We have arrived in the Gaul and Dyson sphere system, sir. Our orders are for you to beam down to the surface for the conference about to take place. Acknowledged. Fly towards the surface. Yeah, this might be a solo mission. Are you ready to beam down, sir? Yes, I am. Oh, it's not. West is about to get his ass kicked by a girl. It's space and ground. Admiral Tuvok has requested to speak with you before the briefing. Very well.
We are not yet ready to begin. While I finish preparations, I suggest you speak to the liaisons of our allies.
Where are the Alpha Quadrant representatives?
The Vaudois are anticipating an attack of some kind, and we know they are monitoring our ship movements closely. Therefore, I suggest we adapt the tactics of our enemies to our own use. As a diversion, I have dispatched Alliance ships to the Cartella system to engage the Vaudois forces there. If they are successful, by the time the Vaudois realize what is happening, we will have already secured Vaudois Prime. The Vaudois believe the other species of this quadrant are too weak to challenge them. We will use that misconception to our advantage by using our Delta Quadrant allies to assault Vaudois Prime itself.
Understood.
We are not yet ready to begin. While I finish preparations, I suggest you speak to the liaisons of our allies.
Thank you, Admiral. I will talk to them.
The Cooperative asked me to inform you that they appreciate your assistance, and are prepared to provide what assistance they can in the final battle against the Vaudois.
I know the Cooperative's numbers are few. What do they
The
offer?
Cooperative's main weapon is adapted Borg technology. Cooperative vessels can confuse the systems of opposing ships and cause them to fire on friendly targets. This tactic is most effective in mixed groups of ships, where the Cooperative can turn the larger vessels against the smaller ones.
Thank you, Seven.
The Cooperative appreciates your partnership, and we are eager to end the Vaudois threat to our quadrant. Our technological capabilities are at your disposal.
We appreciate your assistance in this matter.
I'm not sure I completely trust the Kazon after our experience with Maj Sesson, but they say they'll fight for us today. Maybe you'll have better luck reaching a consensus with them than I did.
What will the Kazon provide?
The Kazon have a large number of ships and fight without fear. However, their lack of organization makes slotting them into precise battle formations problematic. They'll go to war with you, but they may not follow every order.
Thank you, Captain.
The Kazon are eager for battle. Our enemies will fall today. All of them.
I look forward to fighting by your side.
Good to see you again. Through my excellent diplomatic skills and some assistance from Admiral Tuvok, I have managed to convince the Hierarchy Board of Directors that assisting us in this battle and ensuring the end of the Vaadwaur will improve their long-term profits. The Hierarchy are experts at surveillance and espionage. If the Vaadwaur try any tricks, the Hierarchy would be the ones we should send to subvert them.
Thank you, Doctor.
Greetings. The Hierarchy is anticipating a profitable transaction under your guidance. Our surveillance and tactical capabilities are at your disposal.
We anticipate a mutually beneficial agreement.
We have a firm contract with the Hazari. It would bring them great dishonor to fail to complete it, so I expect that we'll have their full support in this battle.
What will they do for us?
The Hazari ships usually fight in pairs. One ship hangs back and provides shield support for the other. This gives them excellent defensive capabilities, but it comes at a cost. Their firepower isn't quite as strong as it would be if they weren't so dedicated to protection.
Thank you, Neelix.
Greetings. The Hazari will uphold our end of the contract, to the letter. And we expect you to do the same. We specialize in defense, and our ships are at your disposal.
Thank you. We appreciate your acceptance of this contract.
The presentation will begin momentarily. Perhaps you would be willing to check in with the representatives of our other allies. We invited Eldex's people and the Hirogen, but neither group chose to send a representative.
Understood. I'll talk to the representatives.
Greetings. The Benthan Guard is honored to join you in the fight against the Vaadwaur. We dedicate our lives to promoting law and order throughout the Delta Quadrant. Finding someone else with the same ideals is unusual, but most gratifying.
The support of your people is greatly appreciated.
It's an honor to meet you again. I am eternally grateful for your assistance on my world. By joining you in this fight, perhaps I can begin to repay a small portion of the life debt my people owe you.
The support of your people is greatly appreciated.
Hello again. You've done so much to help us. It's only right that we help you this time.
Thank you, Kalex. The Alliance appreciates your support.
Greetings. Aiding you against the Vaadwaur was a difficult decision for our people. We do not wish to ally with you, but we understand that ending Gaul's reign of terror is more important than our discomfort.
The support of your people is greatly appreciated. Back to Tuvok.
If you are ready, I will begin the presentation.
Go ahead, Admiral.
The bulk of the Vaadwaur fleet has pulled back to Vaadwaur Prime. We expect to face the final might of the Vaadwaur, including Gaul's flagship. Our battle there will have 5 fronts, each progressively closer to the planet. Our rendezvous point will be here, where the mineral content of the moon will help to hide our ships. The Tuareg will secure the subspace tunnels in this area, while the Kabali will help the wounded.
The Admiral has already given us our assignment. Our forces will assault the other side of the planet to secure the area against a possible retreat. Our Talaxian friends will be in charge of transporting prisoners of war.
To give us the best possible chance of success, our battle commander will be able to call in one wing of our allies at each of the first 4 fronts. Each wing of allies has different tactical advantages. The cooperative can confuse enemies. The Kazon have many ships and fight without fear. The Hierarchy have unparalleled espionage and surveillance abilities, and should be difficult to take by surprise. Azari vessels fight in pairs, with one ship reinforcing the other's shields. This battle will be difficult, but we must prevail.
And prevail we will. Beam up. Yes, I'm ready to beam up.
fleet is ready to begin the assault. I will remain behind to coordinate their movements, while you will be commanding the battle from the field. We have 4 wings of allies at our disposal to help you break through the Vaadwaur lines. I recommend deploying 1 wing in each area. Are you ready to begin?
I'm ready.
The Vaadwaur have sent out several large frigate scout forces. Which wing of allies do you want to assist you?
What is your advice, Admiral? Okay, why can't I get it?
We are facing a large number of rather weak vessels. We need ships that would not be overwhelmed by numbers. The Kazon might be a good choice, because they have a large number of ships as well. The Hazari, another good option, because their powerful defensive capabilities would help in this situation. The Cooperative would perhaps not be a good choice. They could be overwhelmed by the number of Vaadwaur frigates.
Thank you, Admiral. When West gets back, we'll use the Kazon. Yep, and we'll use Kazon.
The Vaadwaur have sent out several large frigate scout forces.
Sending Captain Kim with the Kazon.
To assist you. An excellent choice. The Kazon number should be a match for the frigates, and their lack of organization should not be too great of a hindrance.
Let's see what the Kazon can do.
Something's not right here. The Kazon are in the wrong position, and they aren't responding to my hails.
I have 3 people. Liza Flores, what's your take? Sensors indicate the Kazon are moving into position with the Vaadwaur. On screen. Sir, some of those ships appear to be Nistrum. We're being hailed at Sesson. Sesson, I should have known, on screen. Fools, did you really believe I would assist you in your folly? My mother's murder will be avenged at last. Janeway didn't murder your mother, Sesson. Seska brought her death upon herself. Yep. They have closed channels, sir. We are being hailed by the Rhode Island. On screen.
I was worried they might double-cross us, but I never thought they would be so blatant. But come to think of it, they did say some pretty suspicious things during the briefing. Fortunately, Admiral Tuvok and I have a backup plan. Sesson has been encroaching on Hirogen territory for some time. They'll join us in battle for a chance to collect his ship as a trophy.
Excellent work, Captain Kim. Let's go to work and start some murder.
We will hunt!
Go after the Kazon traders.
Are taking some losses. So are the Kazon at the bottom.
Ooh, lockbox. 2 lockboxes.
This area is secure.
Talk to you in a minute, Ken.
The Toray fleet has secured the subspace tunnels. The Vaadwaur will not be able to use them to attack or to retreat.
Excellent.
We shall establish a medical flotilla and secure the area. Vessels of the fleet can transport any wounded, including Vaadwaur, to our ships for treatment.
Make sure you treat our people first. Travel to Bravo front. Which we gotta wait for West to get back. See if I can figure out what's wrong with Dr. Angybot here. All right. Yep.
The Vaadwaur have set up a cruiser picket line in this area. Which ally do you want to advance?
What is your advice, Admiral? Click on what is your advice.
We are facing a picket line of cruisers, so we need ships that can withstand constant, persistent attacks. The Hazari could be a good choice. Their defensive capabilities would be a good match for the Vaadwaur cruisers. I believe the Cooperative would also be sufficient to the task. I would not recommend the Hierarchy, however. Their ships are more suited to espionage and surveillance, so fighting a large number of moderately powered vessels would not be advantageous.
We will send in the Cooperative.
The Vaadwaur have set up a cruiser picket line in this area, which that is an acceptable choice. The technological power of the Cooperative ships will allow them to hold their own in this situation.
I'm glad you find my selection of the Cooperative satisfactory. Kazon warships warping in. They're hailing us on screen.
The Kazon Ogla will no longer stand by while the Relora and Nistrum sully our name with their treachery. I will make good on their false promises.
Doesn't matter to me. Frankly, Jal Garden, I'm surprised at your nobility. I'm glad for your help.
Cooperative has calculated the optimum battle strategy.
Oh. I gotta do the systems. The security systems. Forgot about that. Okay, says Dr. Angerbot is in my chat again. So let's get you set back up again.
We have defeated the first wave of Vaadwaur defenders, and we are entering position for our next offensive. Resistance has been heavier than expected, but our ships have so far proved equal to the task.
Excellent work, Captain. Keep me apprised of your situation.
Please remember to direct any wounded or prisoners of war to our flotilla at Alpha Front.
Acknowledged.
The Vaadwaur forces in this area have been defeated. What are your orders?
Hold this area while we proceed to the next. Are you ready to proceed to Charlie Front, sir? Yes, I am. Oh, thank you for the follow, Stano1892, and welcome.
The Vaadwaur have constructed a defensive line of battleships supported by frigates. Which wing of allies would you like to help you?
What is your advice, Admiral? What's wrong, Wes? Click on what's your advice.
We are facing battleships flying in formation with frigates, so we need ships that can disable the larger ships, or otherwise neutralize their tactics. The hierarchy would be a good choice. Their espionage and surveillance tactics should allow them to isolate the larger ships. The Hazari would be an acceptable choice given their usual tactics.
We'll use Hazari.
For a sustained conflict. The Vaadwaur have constructed a defensive line of battleships supported by frigates. Which
Should
wing
be
of
now.
allies would you like to help you?
Yeah. Yep.
The Hazari should be adequate to the task. Their tactics do mirror those of the Vaadwaur battle groups.
I expect the proponents of the Hazari to be more than simply adequate to the task. Ooh, we're shutting Tuvok down. Why don't you take the right front? I'll take the left front. Yeah. What was that again, Neelix? We must secure the orbital platforms here. We cannot afford to leave our rear flank exposed. Set course. Orbital platform secured, sir. Hail the Talaxians.
We are ready to begin transporting prisoners of war from the orbital platforms at your command.
We have secured the platforms. Please proceed with the transportation.
That went well. What do you want me to do now?
Hold this area while we proceed to the next. Travel to Delta.
The Vodwar have constructed a defensive line of battleships. However, knowing the Vodwar, they might be planning a surprise attack. Who do you want to assist you?
Send the doctor in with the hierarchy.
A wise choice. The espionage and surveillance capabilities of the hierarchy should help us prepare for any surprises the Vodwar might have in store.
My thoughts exactly, Admiral. I have confidence in the hierarchy. Let's do it to it. I hope it doesn't crash while we're streaming. Once disabled orbital repair platforms in this area, the Vodwar could repair their ships and allow them to re-enter the conflict. The platforms are networked together so we can access the recognition protocol subroutines. And any single platform could change appropriate to other platforms. Good idea, set course for the platforms. Bethans are hailing us again, sir, on screen. Sir, we have broken through the ranks of the Vodwar defenders. They are falling back, but we have them contained. We should anticipate being able to rendezvous with you at Echo Front shortly. Excellent work, Captain.
The Vaadwaur forces are defeated, as I knew they would be. What are your orders?
Hold this area while we proceed to the next. Travel to Echo Front.
We have broken through to their final line of defense, their command ships. However, in doing so, we have exhausted our supply of allies, and the Vaadwaur dreadnoughts are formidable. This will be a difficult fight.
We have to press on even if it's alone.
Not quite alone. The Hirogen have matters well in hand, so the Rhode Island is at your disposal.
Glad to have you, Captain.
I have temporarily taken command of a cooperative vessel. You will not fight alone.
Wonderful 7, we could use the help.
The hierarchy also agreed to send a single ship to assist in the final assault. Under the command of yours truly, of course. I'm finally getting to use my emergency command subroutine. But you would not believe the amount of paperwork I had to fill out.
Fantastic, Doctor.
Last but not least, the Hazari managed to spare a ship and put it under my command. Captain Neelix. I quite like the sound of that.
Indeed, Neelix, thank you.
I am impressed with the show of support from our allies.
The Vaadwaur are relentless.
My tactical analysis
Probability of our
indicates
survival
our
is
forces
slim.
are inferior to the Vaadwaur.
We have to fight. Yeah, it is. Captain, we're being hailed by the VSW Vorax on screen. How sad, I hope you'll be putting up more of a fight. Sorry to disappoint you. Let's go. Melt all ships. Say again, melt all ships. They're coming in firing. Gotta love that. Now get yourself set up for ground.
Sir, we've arrived to help secure the area.
Excellent, I'm needed on the surface. Sarah Gaul appears to escape to the surface in an escape pod. Beam down. I got a healer and my tactical. You got tactical as well, so let's go. And you're tactical and I'm engineering, so I can lay down turrets. Gaul landed somewhere in this area. He must have gone into those tunnels. Let's follow him then. The drop pod landed a few minutes ago. Gaul can't be far away. And I can also lay down mortars as well. No. Yes, I do actually. Oh, this plasma weapon. Just melts these guys into nothing. We have a Vaadwaur overseer down here, so be prepared to get yourself beaten up. Tavrel, are you taking a nap? Oh, wrong button. I almost killed your Tarsi. That was your Tarsi. I'm glad your audio's not linked. That was bad news. Oh, big guy's down. Damn. This is good sometimes to have you on the team. I'm going up top. Just follow my turrets. Mm-hmm. Take no prisoners? Yep. And death from above. I know. I don't mind that things are dying too quickly. Gets us through these missions in a hurry.
Your persistence is a credit to your race.
Welcome, my friend.
But it is
You should have joined me when you had the chance.
Yeah.
Your blood will drench the sands of our blasted home.
It's good. It's over, Gaul. Surrender now, save the lives of your remaining soldiers. And he goes, I think not. That would have been funny. Maybe the disco balls. I don't know if that will do that with the enemies or not. I was under one of these when it dropped, and of course when I respawned I had to wake up again.
Congratulations. You have earned the right to die on the hallowed soil of Vaudois pride. Although you are clearly not the brightest aliens in the universe, your bravery is admirable. And I do respect Starfleet for ending my people's long twilight. Surrender now, and I give you my word I will spare your people. You and the other leaders will need to be executed, of course. But that is only to maintain order. Personally, I bear you no ill will.
A generous offer, but I must decline.
That's twice you've refused my generosity. I should be insulted, but your pitiful blindness makes it difficult.
Enough talk, Gaul. Do your worst. Wave 3, gone.
The Vaudois controlled this quadrant once, and our new allies have only made us stronger. Is that the best you've got?
Now's your chance! Defeat Gaul!
With pleasure. Where is he? There he is. Oh, really? They added that just in the beginning of this? Supposed to add it to the end, Doctor. Come on.
What? That's impossible!
I almost had him, too.
The Vaudois Empire will never fall, and you will not even be a footnote in our glorious history.
Yeah, go ahead. I got you protected.
We cannot be stopped. Time after time we rise from the ashes, and we are stronger for doing so.
Your logic is flawed, though. You are already defeated. The evil I mistakenly unleashed on the galaxy ends at last.
My people and the galaxy must believe the parasites were behind his madness.
I'll try to do add that in the beginning.
The remaining Vodwar have surrendered. What
Cool.
is your current situation?
We're in Gaul's command center, Admiral. Gaul's dead.
Were you able to determine why he returned to the surface? It was a tactical error. Even if underspace was closed to him, Gaul would have had more opportunities to escape if he had remained in his ship.
Not yet. Join me and we can investigate.
Certainly. May I recommend 7, Captain Kim, the Doctor, and Neelix join us as well. Their insight may be valuable.
Absolutely. Would you contact them for me? Yep, because once we complete this, I'm ending the stream.
Honestly, I wasn't sure about coming back to the Delta Quadrant. I have a family and a life back home, and the idea of being 70,000 light years away again wasn't appealing. But seeing the good we've done for the Gabali, and now stopping the Vodwar, I think we were needed here. You were needed. Thank you. It's been a pleasure serving with you. I hope we meet again.
It was good serving with you, Captain Kim.
While this conflict was regrettable, it was ultimately for the greater good. Gaul's hubris and ambition blinded him to the harm he was doing to the Delta Quadrant and his own people. Now the threat is ended. There will be time to heal the damage he has done.
But were they acting alone?
I was responsible for the return of the Vodwar. Even though Admiral Janeway told me she might have done the same thing, it was ultimately my actions that allowed all this destruction to happen. I participated in the assimilation of many different species during my time with the Borg. Those acts weigh on me. The wanton slaughter caused by the Vodwar will do so as well.
7, you wouldn't have known what would happen.
Nevertheless, I am pleased I could, in some way, make up for my actions. By assisting the Toray, working with the Cooperative, and fighting the Vodwar here today, we have helped end what began more than 30 years ago when I activated those stasis tubes and freed the Vodwar. Thank you.
You're welcome, 7. We couldn't have done this without you.
War is just a pointless waste of life. Usually for a political reason, it doesn't much matter in the long term anyway. I understand that sometimes we need to fight to defend those who cannot defend themselves. I respect that. But what Gaul was doing here was madness. It's one thing for him to want to rebuild his people. It's something entirely different to destroy dozens of worlds to do so.
Indeed.
I'm not a man who normally dwells on revenge, but when Gaul and his soldiers attacked my people, it was almost all I could think about. Dexa helped me to see that death doesn't heal wounds of the heart, but thank you. This quadrant is safer now that Gaul and his soldiers are defeated, and I'm glad I was here to see it happen.
Goodbye, my friend. Sir, I'm detecting an unusual radiation emanating from that door. Let's investigate. Iconian.
Intriguing. This device is not familiar to me, but it does not appear to be of Vodwar origin. I will bring it back to Voyager for further analysis.
Acknowledged. Looks like we've done all we can here, sir. Are you ready to beam up? Yes, I am. Your puppy and my hoarder are still down here. They'll die without food. Yeah, they'll feed off of each other. Speaking of food, I'm getting hungry, so we'll end this and I'll get some food before Candy comes back.
Congratulations! Your leadership during the assault on Vaudois Prime and the subsequent defeat of Gaul was inspired. With Gaul's defeat and the destruction of his fleet, we've secured the Delta Quadrant against a terrible threat. And I hope this is the last we see of the neural parasites and infected Vaudois. Perhaps even more importantly, we've united many species of the Delta Quadrant against a common enemy. This bodes well for future diplomatic negotiations and operations in the Delta Quadrant. They've worked together once, they can do it again. However, the discovery of this artifact concerns me. Admiral Tuvok is leading an analysis. I'll contact you once we have more information.
Alright, so thank you everyone for joining me today, and I'll see you next time.